Hello everyone. Today on the channel it's time for Deck Academy. So this is where we build a brand new deck, usually standard deck, from scratch. So today's idea is to build a mill deck, which are usually very slow and usually they can't compete. But I think we might have enough cards in standard to make them compete. The reason we're playing dimir blue-black is because mono blue is not going to be fast enough for us to win. So, because of that, we need to play black. So we have some creature removal. So we gotta figure out what cards. Maybe we don't play Drown Secrets. What cards we should play in this mill deck. And Gargoyle is really amazing. It's a very good block. War of Lost Thoughts is also very playable. We could try actually mono blue. Yeah, let's go for it. We're probably gonna lose to random decks, but looks like we have enough things to maybe make it happen. And of course Tutelage. Maybe we don't need Sages, Rodenis, and then we need card draw. We play 2 Jaces. And we need bounce spells. Something that returns creatures. This is probably the best one. That is probably the best one. So maybe we don't need so many apprentices. 1 folio is enough. We need card draw. We need some card draw. Oh no, we have to play Brazen Borrower. Obviously, very, very good. Ashiok's Erasure. We could try one. So if we want to play Teferi's Tutelage, we need some card draw. That's for sure. Maybe we don't need this guy. I mean, we do have the wall to mill 4 cards. And this guy is very good. Oh, we have 2 Sublime Epiphanies. You might as well play them. They do a lot of things. A lot of things. And we do need some card draw. Guess we can play 2 Mystic Sanctuaries. So what do we have? We have Opt, which is not so good. We need some very good card draw. Two mana or 3 mana? Oh yeah, Omen of the Sea. We definitely need to play Omens. That's gonna be our card draw. Maybe just 1 Jace. We can play 3 Tutelages. So we have 7 counter spells. I guess 8, 9 if we count the Sublime Epiphanies. 24 lands. We're probably gonna need some Fabled Passages. Question is, do we need let's play 3 Fabled Passages. Do we need more card draw? Should we play less counter spells? We need bounce in case something gets past our... Actually, we don't need folio, it's too slow. So... we need a bounce spell in case they get past our counter spells, obviously. And in terms of card draw... this is not bad for bounce. We could bounce our cards. Can play one Baron. So no idea how fast we can mill the opponent actually. But we can maybe play 2 Drown Secrets because we are in mono blue now. So we're gonna cut 1 Omen and 1 Teferi's Tutelage. Well, this deck is a big mess, but this is what you have to do when you're just starting decks. I mean, you're just making decks. You got ideas and you just try to make them work. So of course you might get killed really bad with this deck. So we are gonna play it just in unranked to see if we can actually win a game. Obviously by milling, because the chances of us actually beating down somebody are pretty low. So we're gonna try it. Having a mono blue mill deck is very chancy. Opponent goes first, as usual. We do have second turn Drown Secrets and third turn Baron to bounce something that they have. Or we might just stay back and counter something. I think the opponent pretty much knows what our deck does now. They just don't know if it's a mono blue deck or not. Looks like they're playing control. So control does not do well against mill decks. They don't have a lot of threats. What? They're playing a mill deck? What? Mill deck against mill deck? They're playing blue-white mill. Okay. I guess we're gonna stay back. They got their tutelage out before we got our tutelage, which is not good. But we do have counter spells. So if they try to cast something, we can counter it, and then our turn I guess cast Jace. If not, end of turn we can Brazen Borrower their tutelage. So now we get to mill them of 5 cards. 2 from Drown Secret and 3 from Didn't Say Please. There we go. Okay, they're not a mill deck. They're playing a control deck with Teferi's Tutelage. For some weird reason. Okay, so I guess they try to mill us faster than we can mill them. So we have to stay back again. Looks like they only have 41 cards. We have 40, so there's not that much difference. I mean, casting this as a blocker does nothing for either of our decks. Since we're not gonna be attacking anytime soon. I don't believe they have counter spells. Yeah, they don't have counter spells in the deck. They have way too many things to worry about for them to actually cast counter spells. We're gonna get our Mystic Sanctuary. No, we don't even have 3 islands. We do need to save it because we might be able to bring Ashok Erasures back. So we're just gonna pass. I mean, we can counter whatever they try to cast, if they try to cast this back. Draw a card, sure, they can draw cards. They are basically lower cards than us. I mean, this works harder than Tutelage. Especially with the counterspell. The bad news is they mill our lands, so we're kind of behind in lands. But the good news is they shouldn't have counter spells because they have other remover spells and card draw. So there's no space here. They have Banishing Light. Oh no, they do have Thought Collapse. Oh really? Okay, did we lose more islands? We lost one more island. How did they manage to feed everything in 2 colors? Okay, we lost more islands, okay. So they're holding us back with this basically. Well, now they have to deal with Jace. Yeah, I guess we get this guy out to mill them some more. 4 plus 2 is 6. I mean, all our deck does is mill, so our deck should be much better at milling than they are. They can beat us down with creatures. Oh no, they play counters. Yeah, they play... it's very strange. Well, two Teferi's Tutelage are actually scary. That is actually faster than us. One is not, two are. Okay, but they are drawing cards too. We still have way more cards than them. Yeah, this is what we should play actually. Thirst for Meaning. Yeah, 2 Teferi's Tutelage are crazy. Where is our Teferi's Tutelage? Wow, okay. So we're gonna die well, there's our Teferi's Tutelage. I think they might kill us next turn. Unless we can try to mill them. I'm gonna discard him. Let's play this and get this back. I mean, they're gonna probably mill us, but actually we can draw it. We forgot we can draw a card. And we can bounce one of their Teferi's Tutelages actually, so they have to cast it again. And we can cast this guy just to mill them some more. Unfortunately, we can't finish them off. They're at 6. We are at 10. So if they can draw 5 cards, they can finish us off. I don't think they can draw 5 cards. This doesn't do much actually. We should have enough spells to mill them for 6. I mean, when we draw a card, they lose 2. So they're gonna be at 4. So we just need to cast 2 spells. Yeah, but they're tapped out. So we just mill 2 cards only. 4 cards, okay. So we go down to 6. They have 5 cards left. So now they have 3. Yeah. So we just have to cast 2 Brazen Borrowers and then we would mill them for 4. And there you have it. What a ridiculous matchup. Okay, why does Arena do these things to us? I mean, yeah. They can get 2 Teferi's Tutelage out, so we should actually look into playing Thirst for Knowledge. Barin is not gonna do much. So, we are gonna go down to 2 Stern Dismissals and no Barins. And look at playing Thirst for Knowledge. Oh, Thirst for Meaning. So, what enchantments do we have? We actually don't need a lot of those. We play 3 Tutelages. Ashiok's Eraser could be good. This is just crazy. Crazy times. Alrighty then. Let's go back. Let's go back and see what other things people are testing. So their deck was basically blue-white control with meal counter spells and a bunch of Teferi's Tutelage for some weird reason. I guess it works against other control decks. It wouldn't do much against aggro decks. While our deck is just pure meal. I mean, there's absolutely almost no way for us to actually win if we don't meal the opponent. Why are we always drawing Mystic Sanctuary? We only have 2. And it doesn't do anything until we get 3 islands. And why does the opponent always goes first? Too many unanswered questions. I guess we have these as enchantments. So they work for our thirst for meaning. We can discard the Omen. Mono black. So I guess we're gonna stay back. So end of turn we can either bounce something or we can Omen. What is this? Gain life deck? Happily ever after? What on God's green earth is this deck? Let's just yeah, we want these cards. Yeah, we're gonna start meaning them next turn. And actually, do you want to meal them or do you want to hold back a counter spell? In case they get something weird. Or we can meal them and we can bounce this. Yeah, make them gain even more life. Waste 1 of their turn. Oh, it's a veto deck. That's how they win. They win with veto. Life draining the opponent every time they gain life. So this is just used to gain 5 life. It's not used to actually win. Okay, and that's fine. We got the point. Let's meal them some more. And I guess we cast this guy. Although they don't win by attacking. They win with veto. But we got rid of 1. Doom foretold. Sure. Guess we can suck this guy. Oh, good thing we cast creatures. So now we can actually get the wall out and hold the counterspell back. I mean, we didn't get our other thing. That's the problem. Come on, suck your happily ever after. We did not get either Teferi's Tutelage as usual. We don't have that kind of luck. Or the other thing that helps us meal even faster. Oath of Gaia is gonna get countered. Yeah, more mealing. Although we only got rid of 1 veto so far, they probably have another veto. I mean, I guess they figured out gaining life probably does nothing for them. Sure. I guess we can suck this. We do need the tutelage. Actually, we're supposed to suck to this thing. Okay, that was a mistake. That's the only sorcery card. I guess we'll cast the tutelage here. Discard the card. I guess we'll discard Thirst for Meaning. So we can return something. We can create a copy of Wall of Thoughts. And we can draw a card on our upkeep in response to this. That's pretty good. Oh, Karn is out. What is Karn gonna do? What a deck. Why we have to end up fighting against all these weird decks? God Pharaoh statue. Okay, well we don't like that. Yeah, let's do this. So counter the ability, return something to their hand, make a copy, and draw a card. So target non-land permanent. I guess to return. We want to draw a card. Draw a card for our turn. Discard I don't know what we're gonna discard. Mystic Sanctuary. I guess we get this back. Okay, so they can cast this for 6 mana, make our spell cost 2 more to cast, which is annoying. And we lose life, which doesn't do much. And they can cast Karn again. We don't have any artifacts. Guess they can cast this, but they're thinning out their deck, which is not a good idea. They have less cards in their deck. Okay, we lose 1 life, but who actually cares? Do we care? No. This costs 7. We have exactly 7. This costs 6. Okay, we're just gonna pass. I mean, we wanna counter something. We do have 7 mana for this. Oh no, this is 8. We don't have 7 mana. We have mana for this counter. Yeah, we're gonna counter that, obviously. They can't get their Don Veto. They can cast their card. They're down to 10 cards. We need 1 more mana for this. I guess we can cast Jace next turn, mill them 2, draw a card. This mills them of 2 more. Plus 1 on our upkeep. I mean 1 of our draw step. So that's like 6 cards. What? Hold on, what is this? Oh, they can get 5 cards back. Oh, okay. I thought they can get everything back. I was like, why are they playing this main deck? This is best of 1. This is ridiculous. Wait, they can't even do it because we can counter it. I mean, if we play a land, we can counter their ability. But we didn't draw a land. So in this case, we have to do it a hard way. We did not draw a land. So we're gonna mill them off 2 and draw a card, so this triggers, so this mills them off 2 more. We didn't draw a land again. This thing is really annoying. They have 4 cards, they have 3 cards now. So if they want to use this, they should use it this turn. I mean, they got really lucky we didn't draw 8th land. Okay, But can they do 23 life? Of course they can, because they have another one of these. Unbelievable. I mean, we were one land away from 8 mana and being able to hold this back. So they will have no way of winning. But of course they need to have the only card in their whole deck that can actually win them the game. And they have 2 copies of it to get veto back. I mean, if we stay back with Jace, we could have countered it. But how are we supposed to know they would have 2 more copies in their hand? Such is magic. Hindsight is always perfect. If you stay back, if you had an extra land after we drew so many cards, we still only had 7 lands in play. After all the cards we drew. Yeah, we could have easily won that game if we stay back one more turn to counter instead of trying to be aggressive with Jace. Since we couldn't mill them of all their library that turn, and they could have reshuffled 5 cards. So it's entirely our fault. Also, we didn't get to test these 2 cards either. So this works for our creatures as well. Oh no, this is only an opponent? Okay, maybe we don't play this at all. Well, we can play now. We gotta slow down this deck, that's for sure. Time to mill them. Yeah, we need Teferi's Tutelage. We also didn't get Tutelage until very late game. What is this? Well, they got pretty fast. I mean, if we cast Teferi's Tutelage like 3rd turn or 4th turn, pretty sure that game would have been over a lot faster. Okay, let's try another game. How to make this deck competitive is the question. It really works only if we get Drowned Secret 2nd turn or Teferi's Tutelage 3rd turn. If we have to play the game without getting those 2 enchantments out that speed our milling process, it just totally sucks. The good news is in best of 1 people shouldn't be playing a lot of enchantment remover spells. So yeah, 2nd turn Drowned Secrets and then Wall and then more blue spells. It's a pain for the opponent. What deck are they playing? Can we be greedy? Yes, of course we're gonna be greedy. We're gonna mill them as fast as possible. What? What is this? Red ramp deck? Chandra's Legurate. Okay, we thought our deck was weird. But it seems like we have reached the weird zone. Where everybody's playing weird decks. Time to mill them of 8 cards. There goes 2, there goes 2 more, and there goes 4 more. And we're past the turn. Unfortunately, we milled them of a lot of lands. What is going on? 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. And we're going to bounce this to our hand. And we're gonna mill them of 4 more cards. And we're gonna take 2 damage from their serpent. Eight lands! How lucky can they get? Why is it when people mill us, we lose spells, and then when we mill people, we mill them of lands? Yeah, I guess they figure. Actually, this is good because it kills our wall. And of course we draw. We on the other hand draw only lands. Because why not? Okay, 8 more. And then we're going to play our Mystic Sanctuary and get our bounce spell back. So we can bounce back our wall once we actually get to draw it. Next turn. Till then we're gonna take 2 more damage. They have 25 cards left. We got rid of another Ugin and their Storm's Wraths. They have 24 cards left. Another Serpent, which does nothing. We're gonna play our Jace and mill them of 4 cards. Touch is our way. I'm pretty sure they probably hate us by now, but this is what this deck does. Throw another card, play this so we can bounce our lands. They have 17 cards. They have Chandra, which they can activate twice. Sure. Make 4 tokens. Sure. I mean, 17 cards is still hard to mill. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna return this and mill them of 4 more cards, so they go down to 13. Jace is gonna die though, but at least we know that. And the wall is back. I wonder if between the wall and the Brazen Borrower, or the wall and the Thought Collapse, we can finish them. I think we have enough to finish them with the Thought Collapse. Because Thought Collapse is 3 plus 4, that's 7 cards. Yeah, they only have 5 cards. So that's it. As soon as they cast something, I mean, they don't have enough damage to hit us for 16. But as soon as they cast something, we're going to Thought Collapse it. If not, this is only opponent. What? Do we need to block with this? Yeah, might as well. Who knows? I mean, we don't need the wall to finish them off anymore. Whatever we have in hand is enough. And this is probably game over. I guess they don't lose from milling. They lose when they have to draw a card, but I guess whatever they have in hand is not enough to deal 12 damage to us this turn. So far we only lost to that one deck where we screwed up horribly by trying to be aggressive. The second deck we faced. Aside from that, we have won every other game. I think we are 3-1. Even that deck, we should just waited, not cast Jace. We should just waited one more turn. We could have won. Still, 3-1 is good. We have been playing against a lot of strange decks. But again, they don't have a main deck enchantment removal. Most decks don't have that. They have no reason to have that. Opponent goes first. Let's hope they are not severely aggro. Although we do have a second turn wall, third turn wall if they are aggro. They don't look terribly aggro. Just a little bit aggro. So what do they have in their deck? This mono green? Yeah, it's mono green with Kahira. I think we're gonna just hold the counter spell. Cast the tutelage. Yeah, let's cast the tutelage. Just to speed up. We're gonna discard the island. Well, we mana screw them. That's for sure. Or not. They have another Kahira we got rid of. Got rid of it. We don't have anything to return. So if you want to return something, we should cast this. Bring this back. And they scoop. I guess they don't want to deal with this nonsense. So we are 4-1 now. We was gonna bring it back and then keep the counter spell. So when they try to cast something next time, we counter. But I guess they don't want to deal with that. I mean, these are not ranked games, so people will just concede pretty fast. Nobody likes meal deck, obviously. So we are 4-1 now. Let's play one more game. Nobody likes meal deck. I mean, they know they have to race. So if they have a good start, they can beat down the meal deck. Or if they have a combo deck, like the one that we lost to, they have a variety of ways to try to kill enchantments or to try to kill us with a gain life, you know, gain double the life. The gain life deck was horrible for us in terms of matchup. This is a super slow hand. And why do we always draw Mystic Sanctuary? Every single opening hand we had Mystic Sanctuary. Why can't we have like no Mystic Sanctuaries? Because we only have 2 in the whole deck. Well, there's a ramp deck. They have big things. We gotta mill their big things fast. I'm not sure why they didn't attack us. They're too busy ramping. I guess we don't care about them attacking us. We just wanna mill them. And of course they get another Reason Reef after we mill one, because why wouldn't they? Yeah, it's just a ramp into Ugin. I don't think we can beat this deck. We don't care if they gain life. They could deck themselves though. We can't cast Tutelage yet. But we can cast a blocker. I guess 2 blockers, and we don't have mana for Omen of the Sea either. Nisa. Well, I guess we're dead now. So we managed to find a competitive deck. It's the first competitive deck that we have faced. We managed to find a competitive deck in this format. I mean, of course, we didn't have the luck to get Nisa. We had the luck to mill 4 lands. And Uro, which loves milling. Yeah, it's pretty much game over for us. This is one deck that we don't want to face, the Uro deck. Because the more we mill, then the easiest it is for him to... for Uro to go back out. I guess we can bounce their land. Just so we can play this and get the bounce spell back. Let's cast the Teferi's Tutelage. I mean, we could bounce Nisa, but we could bounce Nisa later as well. Why we keep milling their lands? I don't think we can win this. I mean, they're gonna beat us down. Guess we could bounce their Nisa next turn. But we need more lands. We need more lands to do things. And this is too slow. Guess we can bounce the lands with this. Let's cast this now. We need to draw a land and play a land. We got our land. We don't need 2 lands though. So we can bounce their Nisa, I guess, and bounce one of their lands. Too bad we don't have the 2 mana one because we're casting so many blue spells. The 2 mana thing we could have, I guess we'll have to bounce him eventually. The 2 mana Drown Secrets, we could have probably milled them to death by now, just by playing this thing. This thing is very slow. This is only when we draw cards. We don't have that much card draw. Actually, this would have worked. Actually, we don't need to bounce the lands. We can block these lands. Okay, block. And we can bounce the 3 because we don't want to take 4 damage. And we can bounce Nisa. Because they can't cast it. They have enough mana. 2, 3, 4. Oh, the lands have visions. Okay, we should have bounced it at the end of turn. They can cast it again this turn. Which really sucks. Yeah, we need Drown Secrets here. Oh no, they cast tricks instead. Okay, so they can't cast it this time. We definitely need Drown Secrets to beat this deck. We don't have enough meal power. We do not have enough meal power. No, I guess I have to keep this for tricks. Or we might have to take the 4 damage from tricks. We don't have counter spells either. How did we not even draw any of our counter spells? A counter spell would have been really good here to get rid of her. Yeah, I guess we're just not meant to win this game. Without drawing counter spells, it's not gonna happen. They have 22 cards left. I mean, they're going to probably beat us down before. I think we don't have a choice. We have to take the tricks damage and we have to scry to see what's coming up next. Okay, Omen is good. The island is not so necessary. No Drown Secrets means we also don't have mass bounce. We also didn't draw our 6 mana thing that can bounce thing and make copies of creatures, and yeah, this is way too slow for us because we don't have enough card draw. Yeah, of course they want to cast Uro, because why wouldn't they? We can draw this, but we don't have enough mana to cast it. It's a little bit too late. I think we actually don't even need this theoretically in the deck. So we can only bounce Uro. Yeah, we are dead. We're not gonna go. We can't win without Drown Secrets, unfortunately. So Ashiok's Erasure is not gonna work. We'd rather have one more card draw. I mean, it would have worked if we drew it. Or if we drew one other counterspell. But yeah, it's one of the most competitive decks in the format that we try to play against. Yeah, we need the Drown Secrets, that's what we needed. The thing is, do we actually need... We don't need the Gargoyle either, it doesn't do anything for us. We'd rather have one more Omen and probably one more Borrower or one more counterspell. Okay, so let's try one more game with these changes. We have a little bit more card draw now. I mean, the flying gargoyle is a good blocker and it can actually kill creatures, but it doesn't help our meal strategy with anything. What? We just played this guy. What's going on? We remember this is like the first guy, not just, but this is like the first guy we played, or second guy. Did he change decks? No. He's blue-white control guy that we meal him before he meal us. What is going on? Why are we playing against the same person like 5 games later? He doesn't have negate in his deck. He didn't have it before, he's not gonna have it now. Does he not remember us? Or does he really think the second time he's gonna have a better chance? That is very strange. It's the first person we played. So 6 games, 5 games later, we play against the same person. Oh no, he got our Teferi's Tutelage. Whoop-de-doo. What, did he change his deck to like sideboard against us? Oh no, he can't target. This is an enchantment. No, he did not get out Teferi's Tutelage at all. This is an instant, right? Yeah, so there's no point in doing anything. This is only creatures and planeswalkers. So he's screwed up royally. So we can technically just sit back and counter something. If he doesn't cast something, we're just gonna mill him some more. Oh no, he countered our spell. Good for him. Let's play this. Let's get Thirst for Meaning back. We should actually Thirst now. Make sure he doesn't counter us. Discard 2 cards. We kinda want the Epiphany. It's really, really good. We're gonna discard this Thirst and the Wall. So mill him for 6 cards. There goes his Tutelage. And a lot of lands. And if he does manage to cast a Tutelage, we're gonna bounce it with this guy. Yeah, it's very strange. We're playing against the same deck we played 5 games ago. Okay, sure, draw a card. Mill yourself, or draw 2 cards, mill yourself even faster. Ashiok. Ashiok is not good, especially now when we don't have a counter spell. Let's just bounce her to force them to cast her again. Although we do lose 4 cards in our graveyard, which really sucks. Although we can't really turn much, except with Mystic Sanctuary. We didn't draw our 6 mana, but we do have counter spells. We do have counter spell for Ashiok. Unless they have enough mana for Ashiok and a counter spell. They're gonna try it. Okay, don't say they have a counter spell too. Okay. So end of turn we can Omen. Or in response to their Omen. Do we need Jace? Yeah, I guess we'll take Jace next time. He does help with the milling. With Teferi's Tutelage. He can mill 2 and we get to draw a card, so we mill 2 more. They're down to 25 cards. Again, their deck is not fully mill deck. And we're gonna just stay back because we have Sublime Epiphany, which does many wonderful things, including countering this thing. And we're going to draw a card. So we're going to bounce. What do we need to bounce? We're gonna bounce this to our hand. And we're gonna draw a card. And we're gonna counter the spell. Wah wah wah. Yeah, they gave up. Obviously they can't win. Alrighty then. So we finished, I believe, 4-2. 4-2 or 5-2, probably 4-2. And we beat the same deck twice. So as you can see, meal does work, obviously not in competitive formats, but it's kind of fun to play. Not for the opponent, but for us. And that's about it. So thank you for watching. Please click like and subscribe for more daily MTG content videos.